This is a tale of two enterprises. This one at 1905 Gordon Street is supposed to be residential. He's actually storing cars and parts there to sell. The one next door is 1911 Gordon Street. At 1905 we have a man who doesn't like religion. At 1911 we have a man who says he embodies religion, but well, that's shaky. As we go down the way here, you can see between the two houses, or the church and what is supposed to be a residential house, but it's not, it's commercial, is a broken fence. The fence is a place where a lot of cats come through, because the gentleman on the other side of the fence owns a lot of cats. Apparently he brings them even from his house in Brandon and dumps them here. He gives her great value pet food to feed. There's a woman living here who works for him. Her name is Pam. He gives her great value pet food to feed all of them, or whatever, the cheapest thing he can buy, because there's quite a few. Right now there's about, this is a beautiful cat, a dozen kittens. And they're really tiny kittens. As of this week, what has been an ongoing situation, as you can see in the middle of the road here, we have a nice little thing. On this church's driveway is a big, long piece of sandbox. People keep on acting as if I weren't here, there wouldn't be any cats. Well, there are over 24, maybe 3, living next door to them, so I don't know how they think there are not going to be any cats. Just, I cook in a kitchen, which brings them over here. And long before they came close to the church, they were going to the bathroom. Hello, say hello. Say hello. In the driveway. So right now what we have is tiny little baby maybe 4-week-old kittens coming under the fence, coming to the church. And this is the second time this has happened. So the first time around was one mother and some babies, and then a couple extra kittens and a couple of cats. The cats came and were fixed a few weeks ago after a lot of debate and a lot of argument and a lot of hate. And the church's reverend and his wife have what they call a rescue. It's just actually a sanctuary for their own personal cats they've decided to pick up. And what are we doing here, guys? It's a really beautiful church if it were cleaned up, and that's what I came here to do, is to do some work and have a place to stay with my 6 cats who are indoors cats. And so here I am trying to help these first group of cats that came here find a home, and she takes them and gets them fixed. And the wife's name is Jean Wilkes, and she has a sanctuary, and she texts me in the middle of the night and tells me, well, she's not going to bring them back to the church because they're causing too much trouble, and they might, hurt their economic health, her and her husband's economic position, so she was just going to dump them by Taco Bell. Well, then she writes me later after I got really mad, because these are domesticated, gentle cats who have just been ear-tipped and are not feral, and nobody's going to know that. And I've also been at the Taco Bell in Tanatasa and 90 in the middle of the night. It's a really bad place near that area. There's drug deals. There's a lot of loud noise. On the weekends, it's very busy. In the middle of the night, the whole place is just cars racing up and down the street. Even though there's a lot of sheriff's deputies at WAMU, it still seems to be a lot of cars. So this is a very gentle bunch of kitty cats who have been living in this wooded area, who are going to be taken out. And they're not afraid of cars either, because they're living in the car lot next door as well. I'm going to be taken out and thrown near a throughway. And they don't leave this little really huge area. And they're very gentle. And I've been making videos. Their YouTube channel is the Cats of the Gordon Street Soccer Club, because they like to come over here and play with the ball on the cemented area. They got in some arguments with some people, and so there's been a lot of lying going on, and they want to keep their lifestyle, which is primarily what a sanctuary is. It's a lifestyle, so there's even more lying going on. And I simply told her if she wants to dump the cats, I was going to publish her texts, and her texts basically say she doesn't believe in adopting out anything but kittens, because nobody wants anything but kittens, and it's impossible. It's simply not done. I've been a member of the no-kill movement, at least online, for a long time. I haven't been paid myself in 30 years. I've been extorted. I sued the New York Times. I've been in a terrible situation. And now she came back and got mad at me because she doesn't want what she really is about published anywhere. So she dumped these cats back here. I'm taking care of them now with my own money. I just lost my car. I'm homeless, and the gentleman here is engaging in extortion. The gentleman next door, his name is Gordon Lovey. He's part of a trust, and he also is engaging in extortion. Right after the hurricane, apparently the state attorney general for the state of Florida doesn't want to address the other problems that are coming out of the hurricane, which are extortion problems, because there's a lot of people who are land and property owners who have to put money back into rebuilding or money into this and that, and had a lot of things, time taken from them during the hurricane, who just don't give a damn about people who are poorer than them, want to use them, want to extort them, want to take their time, want to do whatever they can do to even give them less money. I got denied benefits by the state of Florida during the hurricane because I couldn't get through to them on the stupid free phone that I get. I mean, everything is working against you. And then there are these carpetbaggers, these people who want to take even more away from people who don't have that much. And I am a cat person, so I don't want to see these guys die. So I went to my storage and brought a bunch of stuff, set them up in the back so they'd be out of the way. But as you can see, this whole area is starting to turn into a developed area. In the back is all brand new houses beyond that fence. And this is a mess. This, to the other side of the church, used to be a place, in, I think, an apiary. They grew flowers for to sell to Walmart, and now it's out of business, so it's pretty much let go. On the other side of them is brand new development. That's what all of Gordon Street is like. So this place doesn't have long. In fact, they've lost their corporation isn't active. The church has only 5 members, maybe at the most, and a lot of the people who actually owned the building have died, so there must be a quit claim deed somewhere. So basically what I'm trying to describe to you is the situation has gone downhill for a long time that now is starting to escalate into a lot of threats over a group of innocent cats. And right this very second, as I turn around and go back to the back of the church, there are cats that came over from the business, which is not supposed to be a business, next door, that I've photographed there. There are dozens and dozens of cars being torn apart. They're vintage cars too, being torn apart to have parts resold. So under this shed, right here where I am, there appear to be a group of kittens living, because I get up in the middle of the night, and this is 2 nights out of 3, and I found kittens under the shed. I really don't have a way of getting them out from under there. I've had one of my own cats go under there for 4 hours one day, so that's hard enough. And I did initially start to repaint the front of the church. You can see as I was showing you the front of the church, it doesn't have this dilapidated look like this edging here. I cleaned the church and started to paint it. That's no longer my job. Now my job is to be extorted, because to be lied about, because there's some people here who have a lifestyle they can afford to give up. This is Pamela Curry, and I'm not recording, but I'm telling the story because I'm a storyteller of Gordon Street, North Gordon Street in Plant City, Florida. And let's leave here with one of my favorite things. This is a story we've been trying to tell. This is the story of Baryshnikov, who happens to be in love with kitties. When he's bringing them home to me, he says, they could sleep in my bed, and golly, oh gosh. Baryshnikov, say goodbye to the camera. Whoops, okay, well, there we go. Just a little PR for SOL, because I've got an SOL blanket on a round children's tent, and then another bigger round pop-up tent over it, and that's under some other blankets, so the kittens can come out from under the house at night and have a warm place to stay.